draw and paint and run around to play with my dog. I ain't no clown. Just kidding, I am. Hello, my name's Damon Guthrie, and this is my home. And I'm an artist in Berkeley. This is a piece in progress. You can see it incorporates wood design, some oil paints, and something I found on the street. It's not my best work, but it's an example of the kinds of things that I like to do in terms of experimentation. But take me seriously, cause I got some ability. Take me seriously, cause I got some ability. Don't we all wanna be? A lot of my pieces I consider learning. I'm just learning, you know, so I've been working on this one on and off for like 2 years. Oh my gosh. My style of art is, for the most part, positive, fun, colorful, inspiring, thought-provoking. Other artists inspire me: the park, dogs, politics, learning about wonderful things inspires me. And I've lived in Berkeley for about 5 years, and I've been like running around Berkeley for most of my life. I know there's tons of artists in Berkeley. I know, like, the per capita ratio is huge. The streets of Berkeley have lots of things that you can get for free on the street. People put out like this. I mean, so every one of these I saw, I was like, you know what? This might have been used for maps one day, but now it's going to be used for different kinds of artwork. So I'm experimenting with what I'm going to put up here. And then you get your canvases, you know, and it's okay. It's okay to experiment. Just, you know, do your thing. I feel pretty free here, like, to express ideas that might seem off-putting to many cultures in America. I think in Berkeley, it might be more just readily acceptable. There's a lot of caring people here that they're for the arts. They're for the, they know how it helps their children. They know how it helps their community. This is my new latest kind of style. I got lots of different styles, but you know, what does it mean? It's up to us to decide, and it's up to me to create and put out there. Double-sided piece that you can hang any way you please. There's a lot of wacky people. Every day I walk down the street, I get images and influences from people, from buildings, from interactions of people. We've got it. So a lot of my artwork is positive, because why the heck not, you know? It's better to be positive, I think. There's a lot of negative stuff in my culture, the culture I grew up in, and I feel like it's my something I really want to do because of my abilities. I would like to put out some positive vibes. Sometimes it's too much and I got no discipline, and I wake up at lunch and I don't know what's going on around me. But sometimes I get in a fit and I know what comes out of it. There's examples all around it. Go to your local laundromat. My art's up in laundromats. There's 2 laundromats in Berkeley that my art is up in. I want there to be more. So I know that every day people go in there and they're like, oh, there's the same old image of the crazy face and the thing. But you know, maybe the 14th time they see it, it helps them a little bit, or it doesn't help them, whatever it is. But I know that my art's out there. I mentioned to people that I drew a huge mural on a market on the windows, and I mentioned to them, oh, have you seen the Meteora market? And I tell them where it is, and they say, oh yeah, all the fruits and vegetables? Yeah, that's me, I did that. My art does not influence Berkeley enough, but it does a little bit, and that's okay. I make signs for the freight and salvage, so hundreds of people see the artwork that I create, and so I know that in some little way, my art is influencing people. I would like to have it influence people even more, obviously. I mean, for myself, I would like to have more of my images out there. Same Team is a name that I gave an art business that I created. The reason I started it was because I realized I wanted to focus my life and my career on the creation of art. I knew I needed a way to connect with the business world. I'm in the Berkeley Chamber of Commerce, and that is a kind of a community that I've been getting to know on a new level, because it's the level of like business people, you know, bankers and like big sponsorships and things like that. So I walk in, say, "Hi, my name's Damon, and I do artwork," and they all look at me kind of silently. But it's become a community, and it's a community of Berkeley mostly. So I get to know just the different facets of Berkeley on a new level in that respect. So that's been really cool. Welcome to the office. This is where the magic happens, some respects, some realms. Right now I'm just going to show you what the lightboarding process that I have worked out looks like. So, first thing we do is maybe create a piece of art. So I try to find niches where things aren't being created enough and fill those niches, and while I fill those niches, it usually comes out more or less cartoony. The next step is to bring this to more professional look. You take a piece of glass from a refrigerator that you get from Urban Ore, which is awesome here in Berkeley, Urban Ore. Get your refrigerator glass, which I've dropped many times and hasn't even shipped. Boom. Check that out. Now I take this paper that I drew on originally and get yourself a blank piece of paper. I use like 80-pound cardstock. Now I'm gonna lay this one on top of the old one, and right now you can't see anything behind it, but when you place it down in front of your light, you can trace to your heart's desire. And then I would scan it here on my scanner and publish it to the world. I'm presenting my talents, like my abilities, an ability that I feel good about. I'm putting that forward, and I'm not holding it in. But the one thing that I would like for my art to influence even more is more on the scale of education, helping people of all ages think about their world and and be happy about where they are, and be so happy that they're able to help themselves and others. My artistic venture into supporting myself artistically has been pretty successful thus far in terms of a monetary trade. So I've kept my other jobs, all 4 of them. Work is, whew. I like having lots of jobs because I can remain more balanced that way. So I go work at the Freight and Salvage, where there's a lot of music, and I work outdoors with kids, teaching them sailing, windsurfing, kayaking, ropes courses, and I work on outdoor activities over in Marin. And what else do I do? You know, odd jobs here and there. So if I could get rid of the whole negative connotations with work, I would, and I think it should be done. Marx talked about it back in the day, about alienating ourselves from our world through the process of going to a job and a work that we don't really care about in order to make money to get things we want, like food. But if you don't alienate yourself from what you need and what you want, and your abilities, most importantly, if you don't alienate yourself from your abilities, then I feel like that person who has chosen to do so is able to live a fuller life and a more worthwhile existence. Well, nobody wants my art, it's just sitting on a wall. It's in a file, it's in the back of my head. Won't you hire me? Won't you trust me? Won't you just do what I said? I see a blank canvas, you just want this. I can't just give you that, 'cause I know that it won't come out flat. So why don't you take a little trip and just sit down and see what your abilities is and make it. So let's just keep trying and with a little bit of patience and not much crying, and so let's just love one another, not too much and not just the other. that was called, yep, that's what it was called.